good evening, good morning, good night. I always say, I am reaching out to you from the United States. My guest is actually in Jamaica. And guys, you
It's
understand
a bit low.
you understand the challenges that we have as it relates to persons who are not doing well. And I always said to you, it's not that we cause sickness on ourselves. These things happen sometimes. And I'm going to be talking to
How
the
strong is the good
mother of
Wi-Fi?
uh, a
Like
lady,
trigger the
a
data the police.
Jamaican,
Just
26-year-old Jamaican woman,
see me
who,
man problem kaya yung ita dito.
policewoman, who has been having challenge with
The data this
liver complications, and she was
and then
she was
check the
featured in
Wi-Fi
the
upper page.
Star
The Wi-Fi.
not too
Wi-Fi
too
is on.
too long ago,
But
and
the Wi-Fi
I
is
I'd want to find out from Mumi what's the situation. I'd like to find out what the the challenges are that she's facing now as it relates to the assistance that they will need in order to to get this surgery done, to get this liver transplant done. I think Mumi is having a technical challenge there, and it's okay. But let's talk about this until Mumi gets back in. The mother name is Jem McDonald, right? And the the police officer, she's such a dedicated police officer, as I've heard, and she is having a challenge, a real challenge, and the doctors are saying if this has not been resolved soon, then she might have a very serious result, and we don't want that to happen. So we are trying to see how best we can assist this police officer in order to get this surgery done. She was in New Jersey not too long ago, and there was a challenge as it relates to the finance. I'm waiting for Mumi to talk to me more about that. There was also a challenge. I do not think that it was a donor challenge. I believe it's a financial challenge. I read somewhere that it's over a million US dollars for the surgery, for everything to be completed, and that's something I need to find out as well from the family. But you will see, and Mumi is back with us, and I am gonna try to let her in as soon as the technical challenges has been resolved. But there have been a lot of challenges with with finding the cash, finding the money in order to get this officer have her
I'm
transplant
seeing it
done.
now, but
Yeah, that's okay,
some
mommy.
yeah
That's okay,
hearing
mommy.
Wi-Fi now me
That's
not
okay.
see me just a break
Right.
up.
I will work with you as it relates to you hearing what I'm saying. Right. But what I want to find out from you, first of all, tell us about your daughter. That's Donique Anderson. Tell us about Donique. Are you in the
The code
moment?
up
Tell
here
us
different
about
from down
Donique.
here.
Tell us about Donique. Tell us about your daughter, Donique Anderson. Let us know more about Donique and who Donique is. We're still having a challenge with Mumi and some technical issue. But I'd like to let you know that Donique Anderson is a Jamaican police officer. And there was all of this coming from a report from the Jamaican media, coming from a report in the Jamaican media as it relates to Dani and the challenges that she has been having.
Adore.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mummy. I'm with you. I'm with
I'm
you.
just
Are you
hearing you now. I'm
okay? That's
just
all
hearing you
right.
now.
That's all
Just
right,
here.
Mummy. Nice to have you.
But
Nice to
it's
have you
on
on
and
Canute
off. I don't
Experience.
know if it is your end or my end.
That's all right. That's all right. We'll get it sorted out. Nice to have you on Canyouth Exploration, your topic,
God.
in a podcast. Tell us about your daughter. Tell us about Danique. Who is Danique? Talk to us about Danique.
I don't know what is going on.
Oh,
But I'm not hearing one thing. I'm
that's
just
all right,
seeing but
Mummy.
not hearing.
Mummy seems not to be hearing us clearly. But Danique, as I said, this started from a challenge
Signal is very bad. I'm not hearing anything at all.
that has surfaced. All right,
Breaking up,
we
or
get it fixed
sometime
for
it's
you.
loading.
We get it fixed for you. Thank you, Mummy. So Danique is a Jamaican police officer, really, and everything surfaced when it was reported in one of the island newspaper as it relates to the situation that she has been, going through, and the she basically have a challenge with her liver, and the newspapers reported that Danique was in a hospital in New Jersey, and she was discharged from the hospital by the doctors who um, believe that she will have a challenge. She will have a challenge as it relates to her getting assistance, um, and I was told that it could be a challenge with finance, and the report suggested that 26-year-old policewoman prepares to return home to Jamaica as effort at life-saving liver transplant fail. Not sure why it failed, and we are trying to talk to Mummy about the situation. Are you hearing me clearly
Mr.
now?
White, Clark, Mr.
You
White,
are
I'm
hearing
not
me
hearing
clearly now?
anything at the moment.
All right.
I
Okay.
don't know what is the problem.
All right. No problem. No problem. We'll get it together. But I was trying to ask you, right? If I think Mumi is still having a challenge there, but the 26-year-old police officer was sent back to Jamaica because there was a challenge in getting the funding that she needs, that the family needs, in order to get the transplant done. And you realize that Danique is in dire need now, and it's something that we need to try and assist her with. And there's a GoFund, and you will see that GoFund link in the description of the episode. Um, Mumi is having a technical challenge now as it relates to getting on and getting into the studio, trying to get her in. But Danique, you will see there at the graduation, you know, at the police academy in Twickenham Park, where Mumi and actually attended the graduation, and she she was in tears there, being proud of her daughter. And I also read somewhere where Danique was the lone female, the lone female in her intake, and it's amazing. Danique was the
I'm
lone
just seeing you
female.
now.
That's all
I'm
right.
just seeing you now, just hearing you.
All right, that's cool. That's all right. That's what we do here in Canyouth Exploration. We wait for you. All right.
Okay.
Wait, talk to me about your daughter. Who is Danique?
Well, Danique and this my last child of five.
Mm-hmm.
Danique from going to school. She was a very brilliant child from basic to primary to high school. Danique was like a little boy child growing up.
All right.
Just
Yeah.
behave like a little boy child growing up. Very energetic. You
Mm-hmm,
know,
mm-hmm. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
she even with her brothers and her sisters, they get along very well, but most along with the boys because she was like a boy. Coming from
Yeah.
school in the evening, he would like on the street, the boys would be there playing bat and ball. He would be in the midst as the only girl child there playing. He was like that, but he was a brilliant child. And even in school, her teacher always tell me she never want to fail.
Okay.
She
Mm.
all never want to fail, and she always excel in what she do.
Yeah.
Always. And Danique was five of them
Okay.
from from in the womb. Danique always have challenge.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Yes, Danique always have challenge because I remember when I was pregnant with her, her father did not want her.
Okay. Mhm.
Yes, and because of that, the father leave me. And
Yeah.
when she were born, When she was born, she did not know her father until she was 12 years old.
Oh. Mm.
Until
Yeah.
she was 12. Her father plays no part in her life. When I said
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
part in her life. I was the only one with her,
Yeah.
you know, and
So
her
you were the
stepfather.
mother who fathered her.
Yes, I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Hmm.
do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
growing up, it was very good watching her to see
Yeah.
how she was excelling, even her brothers, because even and she was the only one of my five child get to
Yeah.
graduate from all of her school because I could not afford it at the moment when I had the other four. But she was
Yeah.
the one that excelled the most and get the most, because during that time I got a job at the Falmouth Hospital,
Right.
and I could able to give her everything that she need. When I
Yeah.
could not do it, his brother would help me,
Yeah.
to assist me. But Donique is a great child.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I realize that. You're from
yeah.
Falmouth in Trelawney, Jamaica, right? Trelawney.
Yes, yes, I do. Yeah, I am living in Trelawney, but don't born in Trelawney. I was
Okay.
born in Westmore.
All right. All right. But Danique was born in Trelawney.
Yes.
Good. Good. Danique had a challenge with her liver, right? But there's this disease that she has, autoimmune hepatitis. What's that?
Okay. But they were saying that the immune system was fighting.
Hmm.
She maybe could have explained that more to me, to
That's all right.
you.
Explain it how best you can based on what you heard.
The doctor was saying that there is something fighting, like the immune system is fighting against something in the body,
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
fighting against something in the body.
Yeah. So
I'm
there's
not
there,
sure.
there, there, there's this conflict with some tissue in our body, some challenge, and yeah, so the
Right.
immune system, right? And yeah, so it's okay that you describe it the best you can. We wanted Danny to appear on this show, but I know she's not feeling well, and we apologize for not having her on. We understand that if she happened to feel well and can be a part, that's fine. But we understand that. We are praying for you, Danique. We love you, girl, and we want we want everything to be all right. And hence, Canyouth Exploration is reaching out. When did you find out about the illness? And when and how was it diagnosed? Talk to me about the diagnosis.
Okay. Danik went after leaving school. Danik applied for the JCF.
Right.
She was accepted, and she go in the 1st of November 2017.
Yeah.
She was accepted. She go to UA and to start training.
Okay.
Okay. When she went in, in 2018 February, around March or April,
Hmm.
she was at work one day, and she said that one of her trainers saw her eyes were yellow. And they called
Oh.
her and said yes, and said to her that what is wrong. Her eye she was saying that she wasn't feeling in pain and she wasn't sick. And he tell me that they bring her to
Mm-hmm.
the doctor, like maybe to the JCF doctor, whomever it may be. And when they
Right.
check it out, they said anyway, they would have to bring her down. They call me, and
Hmm.
when they call me, they said that they were going to bring her down to me. I said,
Yeah.
okay, they bring her to me. And when she came to me, I bring her to the hospital because I work at
Yeah.
the Falmouth Hospital as a female
Okay.
attendant.
Hmm.
Okay, so I bring her to the emergency room. When I bring her there, you know, explain to the doctor, they had meet her.
Yeah.
And when they had meet her, she was there, and they were doing a lot of lab tests, blood tests on her, like every other morning or every 3 days.
Yeah.
They still could not find anything. I
Hmm.
remember on several occasions when they send her to do some tests at Cornwall Regional, until when they can't see what was wrong, they referred her to the clinic at Cornwall Regional. She
Right.
went there 2 times, but they did not know what. So Cornwall Regional give her a referral.
Yeah.
No, before that, when one of the tests they did, they saw leptospirosis that was positive
Okay. Mm-hmm.
in one of the tests, you know. And when they sent her to Montego Bay, Montego Bay could not find out what it was. They give her a
Yeah.
referral and they sent her to University of the West Indies,
Okay.
Falmouth. They
Mm-hmm.
discharge her now. She spent 1 month and 2 weeks in the hospital.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
discharge her. After they discharge her, she was home, waiting on the
Yeah.
appointment, call and make the appointment at you. We waiting on the appointment
Yeah.
because
Mm-hmm.
she did not go back to work at the moment. She
Yeah.
was out because that was the first batch that she was in. She was out. And
Oh.
after she was
Yeah.
out, she was there until they find a space for her in
Yeah.
the men batch because they did not have any space for her, and she went up back. They accept her and they placed her into a men batch. And
Oh, that's what
she
happened.
was going to UWI, going to UWI,
Yeah.
yes. And after she was going back and forth to UWI, doing she was in training back and forth on the clinic at UWI. At UWI now,
Yeah.
when they did test, they said it was autoimmune hepatitis.
Oh. Yeah.
So,
So that's
so
why. Mhm.
go ahead.
Okay, I'm losing you, mommy. Go ahead.
No, I was saying that when that it was you, that said it was autoimmune hepatitis, because she
Yeah.
was back at work now. She was back
Mhm.
at work now and going back and forth. They were treating her for the autoimmune hepatitis. And
Okay.
they give her a lot of tests to do. Meanwhile, on the medication, she did her test, bring it in. When I call, how is the test? Because those time now she was in training, so maybe I would see her like one time for the month or maybe none at all.
Right.
And she was
Okay.
there until she graduated. And when she
Oh.
graduated with a batch of 196, wherein she was the only woman in the batch,
Yeah.
and she excelled above all.
Yeah.
She
I
excelled
saw
above
you
all.
crying. I saw you crying at
Yeah,
the
at the
graduation.
moment. Yes, at the moment.
Tears of joy, man. I love that. I love that. So she was the only female in her batch
Right,
because of that
right,
situation. She was sent into
right.
the male intake, the male. Okay, and that's cool. You
Yeah.
know, I know that she said somewhere I read that her illness was actually her motivation. What do you think she mean by that? The illness pushed her into doing well because she was.
Me art. I would say maybe during the training because of her sickness, she never give up
Mhm, mhm,
because she
mhm.
always wanted to be a police. So
Yeah,
she just tell herself that although she is sick, she will never give up.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I always try to encourage her, even sometimes because I know how she was sick,
yeah,
that she was sick, that just take it easy. But I realized that she just pushed through, and she had a determination. In
yeah,
everything that she do, I always see that she have a determination to do well in what she
yeah.
wants.
Yeah, because I see where she got some award. The commissioner of police there, to talking with her, and the minister of national security, the then minister of national
Yes.
security, talking with her. She has excelled as a police officer, and I want my listeners, those who are listening on their favorite podcast platform, and those watching, to understand that this police officer shined in her training. She was the only female police officer in her batch because it went into a male intake because of her illness. She was accepted into the male intake, so she had done well, and that's important. But what I'd like to find out, that's courageous for me. She's a lady, a woman of courage, right? And what do you think for her? Courage mean for her? I know you are talking for her, but you're a mummy. You have been there with her. Oh, has she displayed courage over time? Some courageous things that she has done in her life besides the police force and this illness.
Beside the police force.
Yeah, something that she bravery, courage. She really put out a lot in order to get it done despite the odds.
Well, I've no idea how to answer that question. You know,
Okay,
maybe
that's all
she
right.
would.
So while she was growing up,
She would
you said that she was sort of, yeah, tomboy,
energetic.
strong.
She was
Yeah,
energetic.
and I wanted to do a lot. Um, can you remember one of the days, I know that a moment that she was really encouraged, and she did something that would make you smile up to today? Talk to me about that. What can you recall? Something that would make you smile. She did that as a child.
Okay.
I,
I remember. Oh, I'm just trying to remember.
yeah, because these children, they might do, maybe when she was 10, she did something that you look back on it and you say, Donique, yeah, she did something else, you know. Yeah.
Okay,
Is there
I
anything
can't
that you
really
can recall?
remember right now. But she was very determined and
Yeah.
energetic.
Mhm.
I always like to watch him normally when he was in primary school, watch him play the cricket with the little boys them
Oh,
outside.
yeah.
Yes, and he would like just butt like the boys, and you just butt away the ball and just watch him running back and forth, you know.
Hey, woman,
So he
tell
was
me
very
about
much
the family.
energetic.
Tell me about the family, her siblings, or you talk about her father before, that he wasn't so much in her life. But tell me about her siblings. Tell me about the rest of the family.
Well, I just can talk about my children at the moment.
Right, yeah, yeah,
Yes. Tell her the truth. They love him. Let me tell you, so them love Danny. Them love Danny.
yeah, all
And
right,
he had that special brother that he loves so much. You know,
yeah, yeah,
they love
yeah,
him so much right now. They are not doing well, but we are
yeah,
just trying to, you know,
yeah, yeah.
to hold on for her. They support her in all that they can, in every way that they can. They try to support her. Be there for her. Even
Yeah,
though I am the one that mostly be there for her, but them try them best to be there for her whenever I am not there or whether I am there, they always be there for her. The
yeah,
family is very much supportive. Even my sisters, my nieces, they are very much
yeah, yeah,
supportive, and I
yeah,
am grateful for that.
yeah. All right.
Right now it is hard for them to.
Mhm.
It is very hard for them to cope with the situation right now, and I am just hoping and praying. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. You know what I'd like to
that's
talk about more now, Mummy. What are the needs? What Danik needs? What you need? What's going on with the needs?
well. Tell her the truth. I really want her to get her life back together. But she's in need right now.
Hmm.
We were in the USA. She's in need of a liver transplant. We don't have the funds at the moment. Don't
Yeah.
know the cost of the liver transplant. But we are in need of a liver transplant. We are in need of some funds. And this
Mm-hmm.
all the support that we can get.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah. You're not
All
sure
this.
you're not sure of the amount now that is needed, right? I saw somewhere where it's $1 million.
Well, we had from last year September. When we first heard of that she must do a liver transplant, because the
Mhm.
doctor was saying that without a liver transplant there is no source of survival.
Yeah,
And from that day, I had a daughter-in-law in America, and she
yeah,
started a GoFundMe for her.
yeah,
You know, but
yeah,
but it was going on until it just stopped.
yeah,
It
yeah.
just stopped.
Yeah, but I Danny told me that there's a GoFundMe, and I have it in the description of this episode that persons can contribute to. Danny is saying
Yes,
that that's what is good. Yeah.
yes,
So
yes,
guys, those of you who are listening, those who are watching, the GoFundMe, and Mumi attest to that. That is on the description of this episode. You can contribute to it. Danny told me just recently that it's good. So it's
yes,
not
it
a
is.
scam. Okay?
No,
So
it is.
right, fine. So they can contribute to that GoFundMe that is on
Yes, they can.
the
Yes, they
description.
can.
Is there a bank account though?
Yes, there is two account numbers on the GoFundMe.
Oh,
Scotia, and NCB.
okay. I do not have the numbers here, but do you have the numbers near you that you can
You
tell
mean the
persons?
account number?
Yeah. Do you have it?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Yes, I
please.
do.
Yeah, man. I'll get. Can you tell us the numbers, please?
Okay, the NCB account number is 444275308.
That's NCB,
Right,
National Commercial Bank.
444275308.
Okay. So that's
NCB.
NCB. Mhm.
Right. The Scotia now is 0104277709.
Yeah, and later on, I don't want to repeat those, right? But and I'll ensure that they're also embedded in the description of this episode because there are persons from the Caribbean, and other parts of the world who are listening, and they can also send money to those banks, right? Through
Yes.
international wiring, so the wire,
Okay.
yeah. So that's important. That the GoFundMe can be used as well, because we want to get our you want to get her back into the United States, right?
Well, to tell you the truth, I would like to. I would
Yeah.
like to because I have been there from the 5th of May
Mm-hmm.
and we came down Saturday. All right. As it relates to, I was on 1 month vacation leave,
Mm-hmm.
added with 1 month no pay leave.
Yeah.
Okay, that has been exceeded. I had to call at work and
Mm-hmm.
it
Yeah.
until the 19th of August.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I have all those time. All right. I was afraid of her even because she was the first time she's visiting on the visa.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
Yes. And even I was just, afraid of that too. Because, sometimes with the
Yeah.
Jamaican government, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
I would like her to go back because I really want the help for her.
Yeah.
But I would have to be sure what I am going about
Yeah.
because
But
I have suffered a lot over there because
yeah.
she did not have the
Oh,
the
insurance.
insurance.
Yeah.
Yes, we have been through a whole lot.
My question to
Yeah.
you, and I want you to answer this. While you were here for that 3 months, right? The doctors are trying. I know doctors here usually try their best, right?
Yes.
And we want to say thanks to them, and I will ask you to say thanks to them later. But
Yes. Yes.
how
Yes.
did you survive in terms of eating and because I mean you guys have to eat and so on and all of that. Oh, that costs some money.
Well. Yes. Yeah. Well, when we first went, when
Yeah.
we first went, because we went through the JCF.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Nice.
We went there to they told me that they sort out things for us to go there.
Okay.
Which were when we reached after 3 days, there was nothing prepared for her.
Okay.
There was nothing prepared for her.
Yeah.
And when I call to find out and persons in the USA,
Yeah.
like Mr. Francis,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
know, he
yeah.
was the first person that I called to
Yeah.
ask for assistance.
Yeah.
And when I called him, explained myself to him, he called Miss Claudette Powell, and Miss Claudette Powell called me. And when she called me, and you know, Miss Claudette called Jamaica, and when he called
Yeah.
Jamaica, JCF called somebody from there.
Yeah.
She never get what she asked. She never get that answer.
Right. Right.
And
Uh-huh.
and she said to me that there is nothing prepared for your daughter in the
Yeah.
USA, so you have to bring her to the nearest emergency room.
Right. Right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
being in the
Yeah.
hotel, it was supported by my son.
Yeah.
My son assist me.
Mm-hmm.
My son assists me for 1 month. And when my son assists me for 1 month, Mr. Francis had this good friend in Newark by the
Yeah.
name of Wimpy Grant.
Right.
He assisted us by giving us a room.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes, by giving us a room. That man, I just want to pronounce a special blessing upon that man.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
Yeah.
yes, and he was so supported, especially when it come to my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
You always want to know if he's okay, if she's okay, and always want to know if she eat, what she want to
Yeah.
eat. I just want to say thanks so much. Even to Mr. Rupert Francis, Miss Claudette
Mm.
Powell, I just want to say thanks. They have done a lot. They could have not done more.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
could
Yeah. I know what
have
you mean.
not.
How about the doctors? The doctors who have
Well,
tried. Who are
I
some of
just
those
want to
doctors?
yes, they have tried. They have tried.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
tried because I talk with some of them. They have
Yeah.
tried, but they could not have done more.
I know,
I just
right?
want to say thanks to them.
Yeah.
I just want
Yeah.
to say thanks.
I need to ask you this. I need to ask you this. If things should start, say tomorrow you get some money and things should start, how much money do you need to start the process? Do you have an
You
idea?
mean for the transplant?
Yeah, just start something. If they say, hey,
Well,
we don't
I
need this
was
amount to start.
well. I I don't know it for myself, but I heard that it was like around 500,000 to 600,000 US dollars to do the transplant. Not
Okay,
certain.
okay, okay. And even though the doctors tried at Harlem, right? Have you tried
Yes.
check any other hospitals? Say in Miami, in Florida?
No,
No.
no, I did not. Because Harlem was the fourth hospital Danny admitted
Oh,
to when she was there. Yes, because the first hospital she went to was Hudson Regional in Secaucus.
okay.
Yes, and that hospital, they could not help him. So she was there for 7 days.
Yeah.
And they gave us a number to call an hematologist in Newark at
Okay.
Newark University to make an appointment.
Right.
It wasn't successful. Well, she did same day she was discharged from her Hudson. She
Yeah.
went to Hackensack the
Okay.
night
Yeah.
because she was having cramps and pain because Hudson was saying that they really can't help her because they don't, do the liver transplant. And
Yeah.
when she went to Hackensack, they just treat her, sent her home because it was the same thing. You know.
But we read in the
Hackensack,
paper. We read in
huh?
the we read in the Gleaner, right?
Uh-huh.
And those who can see will see a clip that I have up here, right? That the hospital discharger, is it because of the absence of a donor, or is it that hey, we need some money and we cannot get any money, so hey, go home.
Well, Harlem was trying to send her to Colombia.
Okay.
They said when they contacted Colombia for around a week, I did not hear anything when I began to ask questions. They said to me that Colombia would not receive her because she does not have an insurance to
Oh,
cover the
okay.
liver
Yeah. Yeah.
transplant.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
So
So
that was the pro. That
yeah.
was it. So the doctor just came in, Friday morning and just said to her that if she know that she's very sick, she
Yeah.
said yes, and she know that she can die anytime. I was on the phone talking to
Yeah.
her, and it was like wow. When
Yeah.
the doctor said to her, I was home in New Jersey, never planned to go to New York, but
Yeah.
when they tell her when she burst out, I could not stay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just had to get off the phone, call the brothers and the sisters, said, look, Donique is in a situation now. Just call him and talk to him until I reach New York. New
Yeah.
York.
Yeah.
And I'd have to just
So
get ready, get a Uber, and move.
yeah. So in reality, mummy, and we're not gonna mince her there. Donique is very sick, and Donique can
Yes,
die anytime. And Donique
yes,
need
that's what the doctor said.
finance. That's what according to the doctors, right? And Donique need financial support now in
Yes,
order to save her life.
right. And this is like an emergency financial support.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And in the description of this episode, you're listening to Canyouth Exploration, your topic in a podcast. In the description of this episode, you will see the GoFund link that you can get some money into that funding. I talked to Danique, and Danique is saying it's not a scam, it's hers, right? And Mumi is saying no, yes, this is live. Some money is there, but they need more money on that to help this police officer, this female police officer, Jamaican female police officer, 26, who the doctor said that she will die if she doesn't get assistance. No, it's urgent. She has been living with this condition for a few years now, and it's getting worse. So we are trying here now to help her. Persons in the diaspora, wherever you are, click the link and see how best you can support this Jamaican police officer, this Jamaican civil servant. Mummy, tell me,
Yes.
how is she taking it? I mean, maybe you can't talk 100% for her, but what's going on with her mental health now? It's not about
Well,
you, because I know that she's out of it. But talk to me about her
well,
mental health.
well, as far as I know, I don't believe she still have hope. She
Yeah,
still have hope. I can see that she still have hope. I do have hope too, and but she's still not taking it well.
yeah,
Sometimes I will talk to her, and I have to be watching her every step of the way, and I don't
yeah,
allow her to go nowhere without I am there.
yeah. I agree. Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah,
So I know she's not taking it well, but she's still hanging on to hope.
yeah,
And she was just saying to me that, Mommy, well, the doctor said they can't do anything. Only thing we have to do is just pray to God and talk to God. And,
yeah.
we just pray and ask God for healing.
Yeah, Donique,
If
we
we
love
don't
you,
get
and we are
healing,
trying our best to see what we can do to assist you. And we have hope too, and that is why I am doing this. That is why Mummy is doing this, because we think that we believe that it will work out, right? So we are still hanging on in there with you. Is it that she's getting any counseling from the JCF or anywhere? Have you initiated any counselor to come in and talk with her? Any psychologist?
tell you the truth,
Mm,
JCF shows no support to Danny.
okay,
And I am so disappointed,
okay.
very much disappointed. To know that I know that she's a poor man's child.
Yeah,
And she served the country for 5 years, but it seems that she does nothing at all. I'm not saying that they're
yeah,
supposed to give her everything, but at least
hmm,
if they would, if they should just could just assist me in some way or the other.
yeah.
But you don't even have no one reaching out. The only
Okay,
person that reach out to me most of all
hmm,
is the person, well, is the secretary from the federation.
okay.
I would not say her name, but
Yeah,
she's
that's
the
all
only
right.
person that constantly call,
Hmm,
that
hmm, hmm.
constantly call. But let me tell you, I got no support
Yeah,
from the JCF. When I said no support, no support.
yeah,
And I am so disappointed. I don't even know how to explain myself about
yeah,
this. I don't
yeah,
know. But
yeah.
it is not good at all. It is even if she came down, I am here Sunday morning, and no one don't even call him
Mm,
from the
mm,
JCF and say, only call that we have been getting is from in America at the moment
yeah,
right now.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm just, as I said before, I'm just giving God thanks. She's back
Oh yeah,
home. She's not well, but she's back home alive, because I
yeah,
know that, forbid it not, that she should have passed off in America. I could not afford it to bring her down.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
She's not
But
gone. We don't want her to pass off anywhere. You
well,
understand,
that's why I
mommy?
know. That's why I said forbidding that it should
Yeah,
happen. Should happen there,
yeah,
because I am still having hope. I truly believe that my God is real.
yeah, yeah.
I
I
believe
tell you
that
this.
my God is
I
real.
tell you this,
And
mommy. A lot of people praying for her, and I believe in
yes,
prayer, honestly. And
yes,
you know, we know that things is gonna work out somehow, some way. And persons are praying for her from all over. I've been putting this on platforms, and persons have been praying and really showing interest in her well being. And so you have a lot of support around you. You understand? And
yes,
and and Danny, you have a lot of support around you, girl, right? Many prayer warriors are in it, and you might not be seeing the financial support now, but you have many prayer warriors are in it, believing in God, and where this can go. So, mommy, if you
yes.
wake up tomorrow morning and things go well, what would you go well? What would you want to see happen? What is your ideal tomorrow morning?
If I wake up tomorrow morning and
Yeah,
see she goes well,
yeah,
I wish and I hope that the good Lord
yeah,
could have done that for me,
yeah, yeah,
you know.
yeah,
And I would just want her to live her life to the best of her knowledge, but not living it without God in the midst.
yeah, Yeah.
because without God in her life, she would be nothing. And I would like she to use that to motivate others, to tell them about the goodness of God,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And I would just want her just to, excel in all that she has done
Yeah.
and stay focused at all times on the word of God.
Yeah.
Because
Agree.
I
Yeah.
know that will be from God if that happened.
Yeah. I want you to
I do have
appeal
that
to the
firm belief.
Mummy, I want you to appeal to the private sector, Jem. Appeal to the private sector. Ask the private sector to help you. You know, I want you to do that on this platform. Talk to the private sector. Those big companies in Jamaica. Talk to them.
Okay. Yes. Well, my daughter Donique Anderson, she has been loved, and I know she's not the best, but I would like the world to know that I am appealing to you guys in any way that you can help my daughter Donique Anderson. She really need the help, and any support that you can give whatsoever, you know, any support, no, don't matter how small it may be, I would really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm just asking the world, to just see what you can do for her. Please, I am begging you, just save the life of my daughter. Give her a second chance in life. Just give her a second chance in life to excel, for towards what she want
Yeah. Yeah.
in
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And we endorse that here on Canyouth Exploration, your topic in the podcast. Mommy, so there's a donor. You will find that there's a donor. A donor, there's no problem in finding a donor. They talk to you about that?
No, they did not explain nothing from there. They don't explain because from the very moment they said that there was no insurance, they don't come
Okay.
and explain nothing to me otherwise.
Yeah. What are
Nothing.
the alternatives? What are the alternatives? Yeah, we understand we are praying and we are open and all of that. But is there an alternative as it relates to Harlem Hospital? There's a challenge there in New Jersey. Is there a way? Okay, we can go to Florida to see what's going on there. We can. Is there an attempt? Is there anyone who is guiding this thing apart from the JCF?
No, no.
No. Okay. Um,
I'm not certain about that because it's just Harlem is the only place that I go now, and they said to me that, well, she's in an advanced stage, and
yeah, yeah,
know that she
yeah,
can't have anything, and because she don't have an insurance, you
yeah.
know Colombia cannot do the liver transplant, but they have not explained nothing else to me.
Okay, 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 okay. We're standing on faith and the hope that all will go well and asking for support from persons to assist this police woman, 26-year-old, very young, have a lot ahead of her. You understand what I'm saying? And it's critical that we give her the support that she needs, right, in terms of financial support so that she can get this liver transplant. Doctors in Harlem, New Jersey, where she was discharged her. She went back to Jamaica just Sunday, right?
Yes.
Yesterday, Saturday, one of those days, yeah, over the weekend. And doctors are
Saturday evening. We leave Saturday evening.
went back to Jamaica, right? And
Right, and
doctors
we reach
are
home
saying,
Sunday morning.
right, doctors are saying, Mummy, that she will die if she doesn't get this transplant because it's an advanced stage and she needs it
Right.
now. And we are asking for the support. The GoFundMe is on this is in this description, the description of this episode, as well as I want you to read out the bank account, NCB and the Scotia, that persons in Jamaica, and it can be wired into those bank accounts if you're overseas, outside of Jamaica, that is, and want to contribute. Wherever you are, persons listening this podcast from Spain, Russia, Ukraine, data actually indicate that to me. And some parts of Africa, Caribbean, all over. Germany, I saw that. So if you want, you can contribute. Mummy, the Scotiabank and NCB.
Okay, the NCB account number is 44427 5308.
Mm-hmm. Say that again, please.
The NCB account number is 444275308.
Scotia.
Scotia number is 0104277709.
All right, Mummy. Go back to the Scotia again 2 times. That was one.
Scotia account is 0104277709.
All right, Mummy. As a wrap up here, what are your final words on this platform on Canyouth Exploration to the world, to persons listening that have, perhaps have the potential to assist your daughter? What are your final words?
Okay, first of all, I just want to say thanks, for accepting me on your platform,
Thank you.
to find out, get some words about Donique. I just want to say thank you all so that I can talk to let the world know what is happening and even what she need at the moment, you know. And I just want to say again, thanks to Harlem Hospital, Dr. Rupert Francis, Miss Claudette Powell, Mr. Wimpy Grant, for all that they have done to us in New York. I'm very much grateful. And Jamaica, you know, I am still hoping and having faith that she will make it. So I'm still looking for your support. And in any way you can, again, I am asking for your help just to assist Dani to have a second chance in life. God
Yeah,
bless you all.
yeah. And those persons not seeing, I have God got it. God got this, and I declare it as well, that God will guide the way and see things through because he's able. I know that. Jem, thanks, thank you for being here. Thank you for talking about your daughter and the challenges that she has been going through. And it's really courage that you have, because I know that you're being challenged as well. You are having stress, depression because of what's going on. Let me ask you this: Are you seeing a counselor as well? I mean, Mummy, we understand your daughter is sick. No, and I'm serious. Your daughter is sick. Your daughter is in an advanced stage. Yeah, and anything can happen. And we are asking God and to avert that and people to. But are you being helped?
Well, I have been helped by the hands of God. The
Right.
Lord has been helping me because the point is I could not have done this without God.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
could not have done this by my strength. I would have failed a long time.
Yeah. Definitely.
I
Yeah.
would have failed.
Yeah.
Prayer and my belief and my faith in God has kept me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is my
Yeah.
encouragement to myself. And I always try. I cried at times. Yes,
Mhm,
but I have
mhm,
to reflect back on myself and Danique.
mhm.
I ask God every day to give me strength. So He is my counsel at the moment and the
Yeah.
word of God.
Yeah. Yeah. And that is cool. I love that. I love that. Just
That's
keep
my
praying. Just
that's
keep
what
praying.
keeping me at the moment.
Oh yeah, I believe you, right? And
Yeah.
and that's cool. Keep praying, keep trusting God as well, and you always have some of us who will support you, or
Yes,
you
man.
will
I
support
I have
in,
a lot
in God.
lot of my church families who prayed for me, called me, talk with me. They support me a lot.
Yeah,
Support
and
me a lot. And I am
I've been
very grateful for them too.
right. I've been texting and talking, so to speak, with Danique. She's such
Yes,
a
he
cool
tell me.
person. Yeah, she responded, and she's a still vibes the person, even in the text that she had
Yes.
sent. I feel that vibes. And
Yes.
I love that. Hey, Danique, let me say, to you that we are praying for you. We are still with you, and we are working to see that things will be okay. And you are not in this alone, Danique. Let me say this to you: you are not in this alone. Many persons that have engaged in this project are praying for you. I want to give you the support. So Danny, you're good. We are here with you. Yeah, we are working with you, right? And we are cheering for you. I just want you to know that, Daddy. Right, mommy. Take care. and take care of Danique, and we talk again. Hope to hear good things. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. White. God bless you all. I will, and thanks again.
Bye bye. Nice. So Danique, you saw the you heard Mummy, you heard the need that they're having, and Danique needs your assistance. No, the doctors in Harlem saying that Danique, we may lose Danique if she doesn't get the assistance that she needs now in order to ensure that the liver transplant is done. And we're depending on you. You heard the number. It will numbers at NCB and Scotiabank, as well as the GoFundMe, which is a link in this description, the description of this episode, that you can click on and make your contribution. It's a safe GoFundMe. Danique told me it's safe. It's not a scam. Mummy said it's not a scam. So please use it and get some money into Danique so that we can help her as best as possible. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching Canyouth Exploration, your topic in a podcast. Goodbye.